And since it is Tuesday, we know what is coming our way. And here we go. Feel the bottom of your arm again before you come back up. And relax when you're ready. All right, here we go. To the other side, please. And make sure you see your fingertips all the way through. and relax when you're ready. Okay. Let's go down to your heel and your toes, and your heel and a half and a full and plie and a stretch. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, half and a full and a stretch and a 8 and a inside 1, outside 1, inside 1, stretch your knees. Turn to your heel and toes up and toes down, through your foot, close plie, stretch your knees, the same to the side, to the front, inside 1, outside 1, inside 1, roll through in first, with your arms in first, and that is all it is. And here we go. Strong arch. Now your toes all the way. Soft plie, let's not forget that port over. Good. And inside. Soft plie. Just stretch your knees all the way up to your ears. And away. Maximize the space between your ears and your shoulders, and relax when you're ready. Okay, here we go. To the other side, and relax when you're ready. Okay. Let's do some right angles, shall we? Front and the side and the side and the back and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. Side and the back and the back and the side. 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. Back and the side and the front and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. Tendu plié into your second reverse. That stretch. Close. Back and the side and the front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side and the front and the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Front and the side and the back and the 4, 3, 2, 1. Tendu plié into your second. Just stay there. That is all it needs to be. So it's always your second one that gives you the direction on your inside. You do outside, front side, then inside, side, continue to the back. Then you have your 4 tendus to first. Pick that up to the side and the back, then inside, back and the side. 4 tendus. Then you go back and the side on the outside, side and the front on the inside. 4 more tendus. 1 more into your second to roll through and reverse that roll through. Okay. And here we go. Lots of toes, lots of arms, lots of heads. And down. 4. Started to the side, I know. Reverse your arm for this. There we go. From the back and up. Make sure your fingertips and toes move at the same time. On the vertebra. Into your second. Roll through. Make sure your little fingers up. Fingertips, not wrists. Front and side. And 4. Side and back. Reverse vertebra, there we go. And over. And relax when you're ready. Okay. Here we go. To the other side, please. And careful not to get lost in the sequence. And 7. Really, really brush these toes. Strong half points. front and the side and the side and the back and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. Back and the side and the side and the front and the back and the side and the 1. Front and the side and the back and the front and the back and the side and the front and the back and the front and the side and the back and the side and the front and the side and the back. Back and the side, side and the front. This is pretty much what we just did. 3 tendus encore, reverse that so to speak. Front and the side and the side and the back. 3 tendus encore. Start with your 3 tendus encore. 1 inside, 3 encore. 1 outside, 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7. Let's have one more roll through in your 5th position with your arms in first. And there we go. Front, side, side, back, 3. Reverse that. Then front, side, back, inside, front. Back, side, front, inside, back. 7 encore. Reverse. Roll through in your 5th. Okay. Destination 5th, quick toes. Spend more time in 5th than somewhere out there. Here we go. Fingertips in your vertebrae, less elbows. And relax when you're ready. Here we go. To the other side, please. And relax when you're ready. Good. Got it, go. Front, side, back, side, front. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Back and side. Front and side and back. Yes. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Front and side and back and side and front and side and back. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5th soutenu. Other side. 2, slow, 3, quicker, inside balance bar there, 3, close 5th, reverse that, back, side, front and side and back and back and front and back, close 5th, front and side and back and side, front and side and back, inside balance bar, no, sorry, same leg, yes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, plié, close 5th, soutenu, other side. So that second part is kind of what we just did when we finished. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to plié, inside balance bar, close 5th, outside back, close 5th, back, front, back, plié, front, 5th, soutenu, other side. Two, slow, 3, fast, inside balance bar 3, inside balance bar 3, close 5th. Ready to reverse, back, side, back, inside front, back, front, back, close 5th. Outside 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to plié, inside balance bar 3, close 5th, outside balance bar, back, close 5th, outside balance bar again, back, plié, front, 5th, soutenu, other side.
The last two balance bars are both on the outside?
Yes, correct. Inside 3, close 5th, outside 3, close 5th, one more outside, 4 plié, front, soutenu. Yes, Gregg.
So, does it reverse or not?
It does not.
Okay.
It's long enough as it is. Two slow, 3 fast, inside balance bars. Twice. 3, then 3 close 5th. Now reverse. 2 slow, 3 fast, inside balance bar 3, close 5th. 7 encore. Inside balance bars. Outside balance bars, close 5th. Outside balance bars again to plié front and soutenu other side.
So that plié front just goes right to 5th.
Exactly. Okay. And here we go. All about destination 5th or 1st when you take your balance bars. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, close 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, inside. 5th, 7. Quick toes, a little sharper toes, and inside, outside, plié. 1, 2, 3, inside, just toes into 5th. Close 5th, outside, close 5th, outside, plié, and soutenu. Okay. Yeah, Jane, careful, let's not fake our brushes, otherwise it becomes very, very difficult. All right, not bad, so. This starts a little bit like what we did yesterday, but it elaborates just a tad. 1 and 2 and 3, cheval, 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 cheval. 1 and 2 and 3, cheval, cheval. 1 and 2 and 3, cheval, side, back and side and front. 1 and 2 and 3, cheval, and the front and the side and the back. Passé and flat and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1, 2, close 5th, 1 cheval, encore 3. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 cheval side, encore 3. 1 and the 2 and the 3 cheval side, encore 3. relevé 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, soutenu, other side. 3 dégagés, number 3 closes in 5th, 1 cheval, that is kind of what we did yesterday. Then we continue front and side and back, 3 more chevals. 3 times, passé flat. Dégagé, 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 cheval side, encore 3. Yes, no, maybe. You do it 3 times. First time passé flat, second time relevé, and soutenu. Make sure you find these 5th positions and first positions as quickly as you can, using your toes, pushing into the floor. Here we go. And 1. Passé flat. Close your face. In. Arms would be so nice, Jim. Right, soutenu on this side. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Let's get the clean start. I mean arms with your chevals en croix.
Yeah.
Just with the... Gregg, if you want to keep on going with your port de bras and your dégagés, I'm not going to sue you for that. But technically, our arms start with your front side back cheval.
Oh, well, that's better.
I think so too. But hell, if you like them, go for it. And here we go. I will never discourage you using your arms. And here we go. That's it. That's it. Passé flat and stay. Oh. Heads would be nice too. Make sure you're placed where you need to be. Shoulders over hips, not behind them. There we go. And relax. Alright. I guess a parallel stretch would be nice, wouldn't it? Parallel stretch in 4th and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Passé and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. To the bar, 2 and the 3 and the 4, away and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 8 ronds de jambes and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 to 4th. Parallel stretch and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 to 5th. Passé and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, tendu back and the front. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, forward, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Now your 8 ronds de jambes en dedans, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8 into another parallel stretch. And there we go. So the first time you're tenduing sideways and have port de bras to the bar and away, in your reverse you're tenduing backward and forward, and you have your port de bras back and forward with a tendu in between before your ronds de jambes en dedans. Parallel stretch, passé, port de bras, ronds de jambes. From the front to the side, from the back, back and front when it comes to your port de bras. And tendues. Okay. And here we go. Starting with your parallel stretch in 4th. And a plie squeeze. to the bar and over. Demi-plie. Feel the structure on the drums and over. Backward this time, and forward, up and over back first. Tony, forward and a 5, and one more Tony, and over. And stretch. Yeah, just remember your balance starts at the get-go. It doesn't just happen somewhere in the middle. As you're starting your passe, you are already where you need to be, or you should be at least. Here we go. Left side, please. And there's already no weight on your hand on the bar. All you have to do is change the position of Simple. Coupé, plié, diagonal to the side and stay. Coupé, plié, and the side and stay. Coupé, plié, and the back. Plié, relevé, close fifth. Coupé, plié, and the side and stay. Coupé, plié, that should look somewhat familiar. Coupé and the plié all the way to the front. Plié, relevé, close fifth. Soutenu, other side. So just a little temps relevé memory exercise. Here we go. Pick your toes up with your fingertips and move them parallel to each other. And over. One. Now all the way to the back. Plie relevé. And over. Same thing, move your fingertips when you move your toes. To the other side. Oh. Coupé. Yeah. Okay. Fondu to the front and coupé and plié and single and double. Fondu inside front and fondu outside side. Still go temps relevé en dehors. Fondu to the back, coupé, plié and single and double on the jambes. Switch fifth and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, temps relevé. Soutenu. Fondu to the front, coupé, plié. Yes, if we were doing a temps relevé, however, only go to à la seconde for 2 singles and a double on the jambes there. Switch feet so we get off that one leg. Back to your à la seconde, coupé, plié, temps relevé en dehors. Close. Reverse and left. Fondu front, coupé, plié demi-rond to à la seconde. Single, double. Switch leg to the inside front, then fondu outside side, coupé, plié, temps relevé. Feel it like a rond de jambe there, because in a way it is kind of working the same way. To plié à la seconde per terre, close your fifth, you're ready to reverse and go left. I see.
I forgot how it started.
With a fondu to the front. Fondu front, coupé, plié to à la seconde, single, double. Fondu to the inside front, outside side, temps relevé en dehors, to plié, par terre à la seconde, close fifth, reverse. Okay. I still see you stuck. Fondu back. Coupé demi-rond to the side.
That's what it is. It's that coupe that's okay.
Yes, so think you're doing a temps relevé, but it's actually going into rond de jambe instead the first time. The second time it goes in there proper. This is just to cheat you into do the correct thing. Once before we attack the temps relevé, here we go. And nice and calm and melty. And coupé, plié, demi-rond. On there 5 and 6 and 7. Close fifth, inside front, then 1. Outside side. Temps relevé. Make sure it's in a coupé. And 1. And careful not to crush into the bar. On there 2. and 1 and 2 and other side and 1. Careful, do not move your elbows, it's all your fingertips and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Fingertips, fingertips. 1. There we go, and 1. Again, just fingertips, but do the correct order, Gregg. 2 and 3. Okay. Yeah, no reason to dump that first position that coincides with your coupe. That's the real trick to these things. Yeah, don't just have your arms sticking out to the side. That just doesn't work that way. Nope. Yes. With your coupe, your arms go to first. There. And now your arm does the same demi-rond. Correct. And it fixes absolutely everything. Weirdest thing on the planet. But it's like the stick shift. If you're in the wrong gear or if you don't hit the clutch, it's not going anywhere. So, all right. Cheap and effective. 1 and the 2 and plie, relevé. Tombe forward, step back. Back and the 2 and the 3, relevé. Tombe forward, step back. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Plie, where am I? Flick flack on the oar. Demi plie. A couple of petit battements. Plie, close. Back and the back, plie, relevé, tombe back, step forward and the close. Front and the front and the front, fouilleté, stay, tombe, step, close. From the back, encore, and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Flick flack en dedans, petit battement. Plie, close, 5th. We'll take the left after. 3 frappes and a relevé, tombe forward, step back. 3 frappes and a fouilleté. Tombe forward, step back. 8 frappes encore. Flick flack on the oar. Petit battements. Open to second. Close 5th. Reverse on the other side. I see you flustered. Flustered in Portland. Starting with 3 frappes.
The second one.
Yeah, that would have
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and
8.
7.
8. There are 8.
And
Yes.
then
Flick flack on the
on the
oar.
dump.
On the oar first.
On the oar.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Just so we follow the same logic as we just had in our fondues. 3 frappes and a relevé only. So there's no fouilleté there yet. 3 frappes, fouilleté on the oar. Then it comes from the front. Encore, 8. For your flick flack on the oar. And petit battements to that same demi-plié à la seconde, close 5th position back. You're on the other side to reverse the whole thing. So careful, don't be over enthusiastic. The first one is just a relevé, it's not a fouilleté already. Okay. And here we go. Let's remember in our fouilletés there is that half of your fouilleté that needs to face either the bar or your room with your arms in second position proper before you take the other half of your fouilleté. or let me put it this way, the fouilleté will take you, ideally speaking. Okay, here we go. And one. Back. Gregg, you're in the wrong place. And front and side. Back. Side. You should be on the left. Hold on a second. Stop. Sorry, Gregg. When I said you're in the wrong place, you don't do frappes twice to the front. The first 3 frappes are to the front. The second 3 frappes are inside. Back. Making sense? 3 frappes, relevé, tombé. That was all good. You have to switch your leg to the back instead of doing the same 3 frappes one more time. That is what just happened. Which means you got into the wrong fouilleté.
Okay.
It's a front, back, then encore.
Okay.
All right. Let's take the reverse on this side, since we still have the other side to go.
That's on this side?
Yes, the reverse is on this side with your left foot in the back. Starting the 3 frappes back, then after that you have your 3 frappes to the front. And here we go. And wait, let's not fake these strikes. Front, there. Fouilleté, tombé, encore, back, side, front. Flick flack. And relax. I don't quite get the logic to start twice your frappes to the back. Or to the front. Been there, done that. 3 frappes front, relevé, tombé, step back. Start to the back. Making sense? I think what throws you off is the tombé step back. You think you already did your back foot because you stepped onto it. But that happens afterward. All right, we still have the other side to make up for your sins. And here we go. And one. Frappes to the back. Fouilleté. There we go. But finish your fouilleté, please. En point. There. Flick flack. Close behind. Reverse. There we go. And release. All right. We'll talk about finishing your fouilletés tomorrow. What do you say? Gregg. And Jane will talk about the pharaoh. Also tomorrow, to be fair. All right. I know the first part. Circular portobra. No, not yet. Développé front and 2 and 3 and 4, back and 6 and 7 and 8, circle pour de bras 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, écarté, back and 2 and 3 and 4, écarté, front and 6 and 7 and 8, coupé, attitude, stay, stretch, close fifth, soutenu. Développé front and 3 and 4, développé back, circle pour de bras. Développé écarté back, close fifth. Développé écarté front, close fifth. Coupé inside attitude, balance, stretch, soutenu. That's right. And here we go. Remember your tight coupés before you start your développé. Coordinate your fingertips with the action of your toes. Long waist. And on. Keep that fifth super tight all the way through and super tall as well. Dramatic écarté back. Make that leg push that heel forward. Coupé 1. Make sure your third is close, not somewhere out there. And over. Circular quarter bridge. And 5 and 6. It's all right. You should be in fifth front. Now écarté back and over. And 2. Now écarté front. Make sure your impolite fingers stay in contact with each other in your third, so it is not too far open, so you have a fair chance of feeling your balance. There we go, Jane. And finish. Okay. Yeah, your impolite fingers or middle fingers should be more closely to your temple rather than over your shoulders. Is that making sense? So if you take them up this way, your third is already much better than if they're somewhere out there. Because now it's not easy to feel them even. And then they give you all kind of different directions. Okay. Cheap but effective. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8. Back and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6, 7 and 8. Side and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8. Reversed circular port de bras since we haven't been there yet. Plié, soutenu, other side. 3 grand battements front, deep fat juicy plié in fifth. 3 to the back, 3 to the side. Circular port de bras away from the bar. A little quicker than usual, so you still have time for your plié à la seconde soutenu to the other side. And here we go. Quick toes. Open your chest. And the demi-plié, soutenu and 1. And 2. time for a nice stretch before we come to the center. Okay. Picking up a little tiny bit on what we did yesterday. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a plie, coupe, open front, step onto it. Back and a 2 and a 3 and a plie, en dedans through fifth, chassé back. Écarté 2 and a 3 and a 4, plie, en dehors tout tendu. Close. Front and the back and the side. Front and the back and the side. You're ready for the other side. front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, coupe, open it, step onto it. So we get 3 different sensations. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, on the down to 5th, chasse out of it. Écarté 2 and the 3 and the 4, on the or to 4th, to tenlier out of it. Front and the back and the side, inside, front, outside, side, inside, back. No, that's not right. Front and this. What did I do on this side? Front and the back and the side, front and the side and the back. Yes, that is what it needs to be. So on the or open FSA front, step onto it. On the down close 5th, chasse out of it. On the or open to 4th, tenlier into it. Close. Now you can go front, back, side. Inside, front, outside, side, inside, back. There. Now you're ready for the other side.
Alex, the ones to the front, does the 4th one close in 5th and then
You have your coupe.
and plie?
Yes, correct. And then step right onto it forward. So that kind of is our Russian tenlier. B for our chasse, B for our Western tenlier.
Oh, that's
And let's agree all arms in first for these little coupes. Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
Okay. And start a little bit over on the other side of your space, since once again we are traveling twice the same way. I think Gregg, you want to start on the other side, because the first time you step, oh no, you're right. So Jane, a little bit more toward your couch. We're stepping FSA, you're right. Okay, here we go. And Jane, you're in the wrong place. Now 4th, that's it, 1. Plie. To effacé. Corner change. Now écarté, that's it. 4th. And finish. Okay. Yeah, Jane, just careful not to get corner confused. And maybe start just a touch further forward so we're not running out of room.
yeah.
How about reversing that? Step onto it. On the oar, to chassé forward with a corner change. Coupé, plié, chassé croisé front. Écarté back. En dedans, to tendre forward with a corner change. Fourth, tendre. Make sure it's a tendre, a true tendre from fourth. No, out of your coupé, find fourth position front, and then stretch your back foot. That's what I mean with the true tendre front, Gregg. So feel fourth position front out of your last turn before you stretch your back foot and close. Am I making sense?
Turned around.
That was a technical correction, not a sequential correction. You were absolutely correct, sequentially speaking. I think so. If that was your second set, then that was correct, Jane. Right, and you should be ready to start your reverse Holland. Are you on the wrong side? Yes, you are.
That's my second backside.
Let me be less lazy. Back and the back and the back and the back. En dedans, effacé, step back. Front and the front and the front and the front. On the oar close, fifth, chassé forward. Écarté back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. En dedans, to fourth. Tendre, that's what I meant when I talked to you there, Gregg. There we go, close. We're going back, écarté front, effacé front. And we're going back, écarté back. Tendre front, you're ready to reverse it on the other side. Back and the back and the back and the back. Plié, open, effacé, step back. Front and the front and the front and the front. On the oar, to fifth front, chassé forward. Gregg, I'm sure you're kind of in the wrong corner. Écarté back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. En dedans, to tendre forward. Back and the front and the side. Back and the side and the front. Remember, each of these things changes corners. Yes, no, maybe. Where are you stuck?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Just make sure with each turn you're always switching your spot to the other corner. And then you should be golden. That would be an on the dawn turn, Jane. No. You're going on the dawn, only or on the dawn in our reverse. First turn is on the dawn, second turn is on the or, third turn is on the dawn again. Back in the front and the side. Back in the side and the front. That would be correct if you started on the left, Gregg. Do we need to mark that? Should we?
Why not?
Yes, why not? I appreciate that response. Let's mark it once so you get a chance to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4 to effacé. Front. On the oar. To croise croisé again. Back, front, side. Back, front, side. 1, 2, 3, 4, coupe, plié, step 1, coupe, front, 2, 3, 4, en dehors, croisé, chassé, écarté back. En dedans, tu croisé, forth, tombé, back, front, side, back, front, side. Or whatever that was. Back, side, front, my bad. Yes, no, maybe.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's start with our left foot back. Right. Okay. Here we go. And tight coupes. Yes. Chassé. One. Let's not forget that chassé. Yeah. Croisé forth. Temps lié and one. Back side front. Back side front. And a back. 2. Careful, no random arms, please. Croisé. Greg, you're on the wrong side. And here we go, écarté back. You've been there already. En dedans, tu chassé, temps lié, croisé front. And relax. I know all the. You know what it is? It's to focus on the ending of your coupe rather than just letting that coupe go any which way. Tell you what, let's skip the adagio for today and have the same thing one more time, however, in a somewhat different combination. What do you say?
Sure.
Pas de basque 2 and the 3 and the 4. En dehors, plié, step back. Pas de basque 2 and the 3 and the 4. En dehors, fifth, chassé back. Pas de basque 2 and the 3 and the 4. En dehors, fourth, temps lié. Plié, en dedans. Close your fifth. Coupe, pas de bruit. Pas de basque 2 and the 3 and the 4. En dehors, open it, step back. Pas de basque 2 and the 3 and the 4. On the other side, pirouette on the or through fifth, chassé back. Pas de basque 2 and the 3 and the 4. On the or open fourth, temps lié. Plié, en dedans, close your fifth, coupe, pas de bourrée to the other side. So you don't have to worry about your corner changes this time, because that is what your pas de basque is going to do for you. Are we good to mark this, Gregg?
Okay.
How's Jane? Okay. And here we go. Plenty of time. Step out a little bit if you run out of room. Up, fifth, chassé. Pas de basque. Up to fourth, temps lié. Plié, en dedans. To your fifth, pas de basque. And there's even time for a nice prep or an adjustment in your spacing. On the oar, open back, step, pas de basque. On the oar, close fifth, chassé, pas de basque. On the oar to fourth, temps lié. Plié heel forward, on the long, plenty of time, nothing to worry about, pas de boy, and finish. If you feel like you're running out of space, you always can use your pas de basque, use your back foot to either step back or side, so you don't run out of space. Is that making sense?
Do all of the turns start from fourth?
Yes. So all of the turns start the same, but none of them ends the same. And it would be nice to always find the same fourth. Right. Now, if you're there, Jane, you could use your fifth position back foot, if you're already awfully far over here, to go pas de basque. Now you can readjust your spacing, or pas de basque. So just step out of it to get into your pas de basque, so you can adjust your spacing as we go along, so you don't feel like you're doing your last pirouette on your couch. Unless that's what you like, then there is nothing I can do about it. All right. Okay, here we go. No elbows, fingertips, no knees, toes, and it's not a temps lié, straight knee the first time. Close fifth. Chassé. To fourth. Plié. Temps lié. And stretch. Plié. And remember the ending is a piqué and flat. And one. Feel your chassé out of fifth. Feel your temps lié. Fourth, stretch. Plie. Yeah, careful not to miss straight knee the first time stepping onto it. Right, right. That is the transition out of your first turn.
So it finishes here.
Yes, correct. As we just did in our tendus, and now step over.
Yeah,
Correct, correct, correct. Then the second one, we don't really want to stop in that fifth. You want to go through fifth into your chassé. Even so, yes, it's nice to feel it, but make sure it doesn't stop in fifth and then chassés out of it. Try to make it one thing. Ditto with your temps lié for the third one. And here comes my Jane special. Let's do 1.5 Cs. And do take these side steps there out of your paddle basque so you don't run out of room. Second paddle basque, and you're on the O-turn lands in front. Third paddle basque in the front, and you're landing in upstage. Your underdog comes from upstage and comes downstage, since we have 4 altogether. I'm not sure, Gregg, you're doing the right thing. There. Upstage. When you take that paddle basque, Gregg, I would step sideways so you don't run out of room. Plié en dehors, 2/5 chassé back. I would again step sideways just so you maximize your space. Now this en dehors turn to temps lié goes again upstage. Now your underarm comes from upstage and goes downstage. Now you can coupe paddle away to the other side. Yeah, each turn gets a spot change. Is that making sense?
Something's throwing me off on the step before the
paddle basque?
Because how can there be a step?
I'm taking a step sideways into the direction where I'm running out of room so I can make room for the other side. You know what I mean? Because we're going upstage, downstage, the paddle basque pretty much travel all the same way. See how you're out of room for your next paddle basque? Take your back foot
So
and
you're
make.
saying it's
Yes,
here.
correct, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. This is just to make the space work.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll finish up somewhere on your balcony, which could be entertaining, but. All right, how about giving this a go? Starting with our right foot in front again. Jane, are you okay? We'll see. Okay, here we go. And. Oh, one. The other corner. That's it. Step back. And one. That's what I mean, Jane, with your back step. And 6. Chassé. One. Into temps lié this time. And 4th. Find the front. Close 5th front. Coupe pas de bourrée. Here we go. Other side. Careful. Take your preparations nice and calm. And turned out preferably. There's that side step, Jane. And 1. Clean 5th, coupe. Yes, but how about cleanly getting from your passe to your 5th before your pas de bourrée? All we do is we are rushing through. We are not focusing on the landing enough. We are just rushing through because it's all, throwing us off a little bit instead of doing one thing after the next. Nice and calm. 2 first, pas de basque, 2 fourth, and coupé this time. On the oar, 2 fifth, pas de basque, into your chassé. 1 échappé fourth, pas de basque, into your tendelier. 1 échappé into your tendelier, plié en dedans, close fifth, 2, 3 changements. First and the first, and let's really agree to start all these pas de basque with a nice side step. Pas de basque. It's the same combination, I'm just making it into a little jumping combination. In coupé this time, step back. 2 changements into your pas de basque. 1.5 to chassé back. 1 échappé fourth into pas de basque. On the or to tendelier back, it's exactly the same we just did. Fourth, on the long come fifth front. 3 changements be done. Is that making sense? So I'm torturing you with the same material, but moving on to petit allegro instead. We always have only 2 jumps, so you have time to get everything done. Keeping it in coupé this time, since it's going to be a tad quicker. First, pas de basque, fourth, coupé turn. That's right. Step onto it and close. Fifth, pas de basque. And you even can move upstage with that pas de basque, Gregg, if you want to. There, so you don't run out of room. And chassé back, that's it. And now fourth, fifth, pas de basque. Big fat side step, otherwise you're off your molly. There. To tendelier back this time. But 1.5, you should be, there you go. Now into your en dedans, 1.5 and coupé again. Stay there until you're in the fifth front before you take your coupé and pas de bourrée. So try not to rush your landings there. Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
How's Jane?
Coupé, pas de bourrée, or 3?
Oh, duh, it's 3 changements, my bad. 3 changements, no coupé, pas de bourrée this time. All right, let's give this a mark. First, 2, pas de basque. Fifth, pas de basque. Fourth, fifth, pas de basque. Plié, turn, tendelier. Plié, en dedans. 3 changements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, fifth, pas de basque. On the or to chassé back, échappé. Pas de basque. Into your fourth. That is a tad fast, isn't it? That's better. Pas de basque. Gregg, are you good? And 3 changements. It's 3 changements, Gregg, to change feet.
Well, that's fine.
Right. All right. So it's a little bit calmer than what you just marked. And here we go. And one. In coupé so. One. Échappé, pas de basque. There we go. And plié fourth. En dedans. And 3 changements. One. Careful not to let your elbows fly away from you. And one. that's when you're ready. We'll talk tomorrow about the size of a croupier, Craig. What do you say?
I
However,
have to
for
practice the pas de basque to the side.
yeah, it's not
Throwing
really
me off.
right. It's not really a step. I don't think it's a step that really exists, but we just need
Yeah.
to do it. It's a little bit like when we do balance pas de basque sideways,
Yeah.
where you see it almost as a second balance, just so you're going the other
Yeah.
way before you take the space.
Once
All right,
I do it, it'll be okay.
it'll be just fine. It's a great one to practice. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
And
Thank
I will
you.
be seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.